What's going on, guys? We are back at it, and we're in California for UFC 311. Wildfire's going on. The fights is definitely going to happen. Uncle Dana does not play. We're going to give you our predictions from each fight, starting from the top of the night. We got Tagir.
Hold on, before we get into it, I'm sure the fights are happening. The Lakers are playing today, the Clippers are playing today, or they played yesterday, matter of fact. So if those games are happening, that means the fights are on. We're staying in LA, the fires are under control, and we business is good, baby. Business is booming. Let's get into the card.
Let's go for that. First fight of the night, we have Tagir Ulabenkov taking on Clayton Carpenter. We got a classic Russia versus USA matchup. Team Khabib taking on MMA Lab. This is a fire matchup. Clayton Carpenter is a beast, but Tagir is an animal, man. He did lose to Tim Elliott, but there was a little bit of glove grab situation going on in that one. Tagir is a killer outside of that Tim Elliott loss. 33 years old, taking on 28 years old Carpenter. Carpenter has good grappling, but man, I don't see the Daggy crew getting submitted, man, by Americans straight up. I'm gonna have to go to Gear by decision.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree, man. I like going with the younger fighters. Clayton Carpenter is young, undefeated, but at the same time, bro, I don't think he's fought the level of competition that Tagir has. Tagir's been in the freaking gym his whole life with killers, with Habib, with Islam, with Umar, with Usman. Yes, even though he's older, 33 years old, that's not really a great age for flyweight, but I think he still got it. He's still got maybe another 2 years left in him for high level competition. Tagir. Yeah, I think he wins as well by decision. I don't see him finishing this one, but he is a better grappler than Clayton is, so I don't see Clayton getting those submission victories. Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't think he has any answers for him. Tagir by decision, baby.
Yep. Next fight of the night, we have the former Ultimate Fighting champion, Ricky Turcios, taking on Bernardo Sopaj, the Lion King. Bernardo lost his first fight against Vinicius Oliveira by flying knee. Very hyped up prospect coming into the UFC. They're saying this guy's going to be the next KO artist. Vinicius Oliveira put him out cold, sent him to the shadow realm, lost his soul in a shadow duel. Feel me? But Ricky Turcios, on the other hand, doesn't really have a lot of finishing power. So it might be the perfect ramp up for Bernardo to get the ball rolling in the UFC. I think that's what Uncle Dana and crew is trying to get going for Bernardo. And that, for that reason, I am going to go with Bernardo. I don't think he's going to knock out Ricky. Ricky has a chin. He's not going to submit him. Ricky can grapple a little bit, but I got Bernardo winning that fight easily by decision.
Yeah, this is actually a high level matchup in the bantamweight division. I do like Bernardo Sopaj in this one. He was looking very good in against Vinicius Oliveira, and then Vinicius Oliveira happened. You feel me? But before that, before the overall, he's fighting solid fighter. Rookie Tercios. I thought he was gonna beat Raul Rosas Jr. in my opinion. Didn't get that one. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like 31 years old. Bernardo is 24, young lion. I think he got this, man. I don't think Ricky Turcios really has much that he could take advantage of to win this fight. So I'm gonna have to go with Bernardo. I think he wins this one by decision, but it should be a very entertaining fight. I do like both their styles. It should be a good
Yes.
one.
Next, Rinya Nakamura, the undefeated hybrid out of Japan, taking on Muin Gafurov from Tajikistan. Heavy favorite in Rinya Nakamura, minus 450 against Muin. Give me your thoughts on this. I'm going to have to go Rinya Nakamura, even though Muin it can grapple. Nakamura showing he has supreme control. He can stand up and strike. I'm going to have to go Nakamura. He's young, he's undefeated, and he's hot. I'm gonna go with Rinya, and he's going to keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, man, this dude is a crazy favorite in this one, but I'm gonna have to go against the grain, man. I'm gonna have to go with the underdog. I like Muin Gafurov in this one. Muin is a tough fighter, combat sambo master. He is younger. He got that little funny patch in the back of his on his back. But he's a great fighter, man. Combat Sambo, these guys come to play. They've been doing this their whole life. I feel like Nakamura is more of a striker, so I feel like this matchup is just a bad matchup for him, especially if Muin has been working on his wrestling, which he has been. I've seen videos of him working with Marab Dvalishvili for his matchup. So they've both been in the gym. Marab's been using Muin as the combat Sambo dude, which is getting ready for Umar. So you already know he's been putting in the hours in the gym. So I think he's gonna come in more prep, more crisp. And if y'all want a good underdog, y'all want a good payout, man. Muin Gafurov is that dude, in my opinion. Let's get it.
On to the next matchup we have in the women's bantamweight division. One of my boy E's favorite fighters, Aalin Perez, taking on Carol Rosa. Rosa coming in as a slight favorite, minus 185. But I'm gonna go with Rosa in this matchup. You know, with women's MMA, you never know. Aalin Perez can strike a little bit. She can grapple a little bit. Same thing with Carol Rosa. She can strike a little bit. She can grapple a little bit. Neither fighter is a master of any martial art. They're both just solid in each discipline. I'm gonna just go with Carol Rosa, man. It's a toss up to me.
Yeah, I know I'm a big Aileen Perez fan, so I'm gonna have to go with her off bias, off aura alone. But that being said, all jokes aside, I do like her in this matchup. I think she's a pretty fighter.
Straight up. On to the next
You
one,
know?
fellas. You know, no, that's all we gonna say. Let's keep it at that. On to the next one. We have in the lightweight men's lightweight division. We have Grant KGD Dawson taking on Diego Ferreira. Diego Ferreira has been in the men's lightweight division for a minute. He fought the likes of Benny Dariush times two. He fought Dustin Poirier. He fought Mateusz Rebecki and knocked him out with ground and pound. Who Mateusz Rebecki had a fight of the year candidate with Mardabek Orobai and won that fight.
hmm
And Diego
hmm
Ferreira just knocked him out with ground and pound in his last fight. But Grant Dawson's a prospect on another level. Elite wrestling control skills. He will control you all night long and won't let you get off any offense on him whatsoever. He's very Khabib-like, homegrown American steel. I'm going with KGD in this one, man. Grant's gonna get it done.
Yeah, I have to agree. I have to agree. Diego Ferro, solid fighter, vet, could really beat anybody on any night. It's tough to go against him, honestly, man, because I could really see him getting this one done. But 39 years old, damn near 40, at the latter end of his career, he beat all these tough dudes, but then Grant Dawson is that dude, man. He cut from the same cloth. He's such a good fighter. He was that dude when he came into the UFC. Only got two L's on his record. Like, come on. Grant Dawson is that dude. I think he's gonna be able to get it done. He's the bigger fighter. Yeah, I like Grant Dawson, man. I'm a big fan. I think he could get this one done. So I'm gonna have to go with him possibly winning this one by submission, man.
Yeah, man. On to the next matchup we have in the men's middleweight division. We have Zach Reese with the UFC record of 2-1, taking on the debuting Russian Azamat Bekoev. Oh, almost I butchered that name, but we're gonna move past it. We're gonna move past it. 29 years of age as the Russian. Zach Reese is 30, nearly 31. 2-1 is not a bad UFC record on the surface, but his one loss is to Cody Brundage, a Bo Nickel sacrifice, as we all know. So I don't really think Zach Reese is all that. I'm gonna have to go with Azamat Bekoev. He's the is he the favorite? Let me double
Now,
check.
there's no odds for this one, at
There's
least
no odds, right? Yeah,
on
that's
the
crazy.
ESPN app. Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't see any odds on Tapology either. I'm gonna just go with Azamat. Not too much known about the odds. No, Vegas doesn't know too have too many insights for this one, but I'm gonna go Azamat Bekoev. He's the Russian fighter. Already know he's gonna have a better grappling, straight like that.
Straight up, man. Straight up. It's crazy to go up to pick a guy and you don't even know nothing about him. You don't even know what he looks like. But Azamat, I think he could get this one done,
But
man.
we know Zach Reese. We know Zach Reese got
Exactly.
smoked
That's why
by
you got to
Cody
do
Brundage.
process of elimination.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Zach Reese, he's good. I just don't think he's fought these high level competition. And then that loss to Cody Brundage. Everyone knows Cody Brundage is not the best MMA fighter. He's good. He's not great. You feel me?
He's
So it's
just a
like,
power guy, man. That's all he has. Cody Brundage just has power, and that's it.
and the UFC is not signing no bum from Russia because these guys don't even speak English. They're taking a chance on them. They're not even like fan favorites like Brazilians are in that sense. So I gotta go with Azamat. I feel like he got the sauce. I feel like he's gonna come in, get his first dub, and make a name for himself, man. Zach Reese is this could be the first step on his career.
Yes, sir. Next matchup we have in the men's heavyweight division, Jailton Almeida with the UFC record of 7-1, taking on the seasoned heavyweight veteran in Sergey Spivak. He's a great fighter with the 8-4 UFC record. Both fighters like to grapple. Sergey's more wrestling based. Jailton got that jiu-jitsu. I'm going with Jailton Almeida. I think he's going to be able to find a submission. He has had absolutely no problems with any fighter he's fought. He was able to take down Curtis Blades at will. Blades was able to eventually sprawl and TKO him with ground and pound. But I don't see any other heavyweight being able to combat the jiu-jitsu being displayed out of Jailton Almeida outside of Curtis Blades. So for that reason, Jailton Almeida is a problem for 99.9% of any like the heavyweight division. He's a problem. I'm going Jailton by sub.
Yeah, Jailton that definitely got one of the best grappling in the heavyweight division, bar
I
none.
think he probably got the best.
Yeah,
Curtis Blades
bar
couldn't
none. I
grapple
don't
him.
see us like a close second. I don't see a yeah, Curtis Blades, but he's more of a wrestler. So
Curtis Blades couldn't grapple with him though. Like he had
I'm
to
saying
like
Curtis
beat him
had to
up.
just had to get that lucky punch, knock him out. But you know, Curtis
Yeah.
is good with that. Curtis is good with that. He himself is a wrestler. So yeah, I would probably put Curtis number two, but Jailton is that much better.
Yeah.
That being said, Sergey Spivak, he's a great fighter, but he's not a great wrestler. So in that sense, I'm gonna have to go with Jailton. I think he's just gonna be a wet blanket. It's gonna be a boring decision. Spivak does have good wrestling. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's gonna get submitted, but I just feel like Jailton's just gonna use those positions for his advantage, make it a boring fight because you know that's how he fights. He just comes for the W. He don't care about no bag. He don't care about no bonus. He don't care about no fans. He there for the bag, so he gonna get this one done. He gonna get his win bonus and go back to Brazil.
Yeah, man. On to the next one. We have another matchup in the men's bantamweight division. We have the Aura Merchant himself, Payton Talbott, taking on Ione Barcelos. I'm not gonna get in too deep into this matchup. Payton Talbot is clocking in as a minus 1400 favorite. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Payton Talbot is gonna win this fight very easily, most likely by knockout. Let's keep it pushing.
For real, Howdy Barcelos, they gonna do him like that? Disrespect, man. That's a legend right there. But they keep feeding him to the young lions. I hate it. I low-key hate it. Umar finished him. You know what I'm saying? That was bad. That was a bad finish. Now, Payne Talbot likely will finish him. I don't know if the world is ready for my hot take yet. I don't know if the world is ready for my hot take on Payne Talbot yet. But we'll keep it pushing for now. I'll save that for another video.
Light heavyweight division, we have Bogdan Guskov taking on Billy Elikana. Give me your thoughts on this matchup. I don't know much about either fighter. I'm gonna just go with Bogdan straight off aura, man. He looking like Anthony Smith if Anthony Smith took steroids. So that's why I'm going with him. Give me your thoughts on this matchup.
Yeah, man, he has a win coming off of he has a win. He just beat Ryan Spann. That's a good win. You know what I'm saying? And I think Billy's making his UFC debut. Not much is known about him. So just off of aura alone, I'm gonna have to go with Bogdan Guskov. Not too much to say here. Light heavyweight. You know these guys are gonna come with a bang. I think Bogdan could get the knockout. Dude has 14 of them on his record. So yeah, I think Bogdan Guskov got this one. Kind of an easy one to pick over him.
Yes, sir. And the next matchup is one of my favorite fights of the night. We have Big Mouth Kevin Holland taking on Reiner Day Ritter, one champion, double champ. Highly anticipated matchup. The Trailblazers minus 120. RDR is plus 100. This is as close to as a pick 'em as it gets. RDR is going to have that grappling edge. His striking defense is no good. RDR is there for the taking. If you want to throw strikes, he's there. He's there to be hit straight up. But Kevin Holland, we've seen, man, sometimes he looks good, sometimes he doesn't. Very hit or miss fighter. I'm going with RDR, man. He's just more serious about his career. He's won titles and won championship. He definitely is in his mind. He thinks he's gonna win a title in the UFC. I'm gonna go RDR, man. He's just more serious about his career.
Yeah, man, RDR coming off that submission victory over Gerald Meerschaert, very impressive because everyone knows GM3 is that dude, man. But Kevin Holland, he's just so skilled. He's just so talented, man. But he just doesn't take his career seriously. He doesn't really care about the wins and losses, doesn't care about winning the belt. He's just there for that bag. And I do not blame him because only the top of the top in the world become champions, man. The top 1%. Like you gotta be disciplined, you gotta sacrifice, like Khabib said. But that being said, man, I do like Kevin Holland in this one. Low key, I feel like he's just a faster striker. He's going to be more precise. He's going to be more on point, but I don't feel like he has the grappling advantage. I know he's been grappling for a couple years. I know he's been leveling up in that sense. But RDR has been doing this for a long, long time. I'm gonna have to go with RDR. Regrettably, I do like Kevin Holland. I'm a big fan, but if I was a betting man, I'm gonna have to go with RDR getting this one by decision. I think this is gonna be a good stand-up battle. I don't think it's gonna go to the feet much, but it might. I think Rainier might just take advantage here and there towards the end of the round just to secure the round. But Kevin Holland is there to get a bag, man. I don't think he's really trying to win. So I feel like if RDR is a little bit more serious, he's gonna get it done.
On to the next matchup. We have the men in the men's lightweight division. Benny Darius taking on Money Moicano. Fan favorites on both sides. Money Moicano is coming in blazing hot off that crazy doctor stoppage victory over BSD. Benny Dariush, on the other hand, is on a skid, man. He got stopped by Charles Oliveira. He got stopped by Arman Tsarukyan. Can he right the ship, or will Money Moicano get the dub and work his way to that title fight? I'm going to go with Money Moicano. Benny's shown that he's been too chinny in his last two matchups, man. Moicano's going to come in for that kill. Even if he can't knock him out, he's gonna be able to rock him. He'll get that back control. He'll get that body lock, take him down, maybe get him with a rear naked choke. You never know, man. Moicano's jits is nasty. Benny's jits is nasty. I just think Moicano's the fresher fighter, and he's gonna get it done.
I 100% agree. Both these guys are 35 years old, but one's career trajectory is going up, the other's career trajectory is going straight down. I know Benny DeRush has lost to the best of the best in the lightweight division, Charles Oliveira, Arman Tsarukyan, but but Money Moicano, man, Money Moik, he's just that dude, man. He's just riding hot. Something's got to be said for momentum, especially beating a fighter like BSD, who just looked like a murderer when he came into the UFC. So I have to go with Renato. You know, Moicano cannot afford to lose, my brother. So I think he's gonna come. He's gonna win. I think he wins this one by knockout because Benny DeRuge has been looking very sus, man. He's been looking very sus. He's more of a family guy now. I don't think he has that hunger. He has a gym. I'm looking into it too deep probably, but I think Money Moik wins this one by a knockout. Let's get it.
And then he's gonna call out Paddy Pimblitz. I want to fight you, my friend.
I cannot afford to lose, my brother.
Straight up. On to the next matchup. Nothing but bangers in the main card of this pay-per-view. We have Yuri Prochazka taking on Jamal Hill, both former UFC light heavyweight champions. This is as high level of a high level fight gets in the men's light heavyweight division. Both these guys are absolute killers. It is even money, minus 110 for Yuri, minus 110 for Jamal. Vegas thinks these two fighters are extremely similar fighters in career trajectory and just in skill set. I'm gonna have to go with my boy Jamal. I think he's a little more, he's too accurate, man. Yuri is there to get hit. Jamal is there and he's gonna throw. He's gonna throw. How much of a chin is he still gonna have after the Alex Pereira loss is what everybody's asking. But I'm gonna say don't put too much stock into that, man. Alex Pereira, when he lands that left hook, everybody he hits that left hook with looks like that, man. I don't think Jamal Hill is chinny at all. I think Alex Pereira just hits freakishly hard with that left hook. Jamal Hill has shown a crazy chin against Glover, showed a crazy chin against Thiago Santos. Jamal Hill is a durable fighter. I don't have that questions of durability with Jamal Hill. Alex Pereira just got that death touch. Jerry, on the other hand, I do question his chin. He got rocked by Volkan Oezdemir. He got rocked by Dominic Reyes. He got rocked by Alex Pereira in both fights. He gets rocked, my brother. He got rocked by Alexander Rakic. Yuri Prochazka's there to get hit, and Jamal Hill is a graduate of Touch 'em Up University. So I'm going Jamal Hill by knockout. Give me your thoughts.
I'm gonna have to agree, man. Well said, Yuri Prochazka. Like you said, man, he's there to get hit, and he tends to get hit a lot. And if you're gonna get hit by a fighter like Jamal Hill on Jamal Hill's caliber, it might be over, man. It might be over a lot sooner than he expects. Yuri Prochazka is tough, tough, tough MFer, bro. Straight up, dude just takes beatings and just keeps coming forward like a zombie, bro. But at the light heavyweight, man, the light heavyweight division, there's only so much damage you could take. Jamal Hill is crisp. He's a good boxer. Yeah, I felt like he came back. I feel like the UFC pushed him back too soon against Pereira, and that's why he got knocked out. And I know he's been a sore loser, but he's been making this division entertaining, man. I can't say the same thing about anyone else, man. Yeezy is nice too. You know, he does all his shit. You know, he goes to the mountains, he isolates himself, he does all this quite crazy stuff. Both these guys are very entertaining fighters. The real losers is the fan here in this one, but if I was a betting man, even money, I'm gonna have to go with Jamal Hill. Let's go for that, brother. TKO.
I'm going for the mastery. Let's go for that. I'm coming.
BJP.
On to the
Freaking love this
co.
dude, man. I just want to say I love Yeezy, man. I love Yeezy, but if I was a betting man, I'm unfortunate. I'm sorry, bro. I love you though. I love you. If
Yuri
I'm
is
a Ruki, I'm a
definitely
big
one of the
fan.
most fan favorite, fan pleasing
Straight up.
styles to
He's a
watch.
Tekken
But
character, straight up.
his defense is too bad for the elite guys. And I feel like Jamal Hill, he has elite striking, man. He just got matched up with a killer in Alex Pereira. He makes people look bad. It is what it is.
Straight
On to
up.
the
Hold
on
up.
to the
One last thing, yo. I remember Robert Whitaker saying about Marvin Vettori. He's like, bro, how can you get better at getting hit?
Yeah.
How can you get better at getting hit? It don't
Marvin
make
Vittori's the only guy who gets better at getting
sense.
every fight he get hit more and it doesn't affect him.
So same applies here, man. Same
Yeah.
apply. Same rules apply.
On to the co-main event of the
Oh,
evening, Merab versus Umar. We got the machine taking on the Dagestani prodigy himself, man. Undefeated. We got the undefeated Daggy taking on the machine. Give me your thoughts on it.
before I get into this fight, I just want to say that my mental health is on the line with this fight. If Umar does not win, I may not be the same person. I just want to put that out there before Saturday, before my life changes. But that being said, this is going to be one of the title fights of the decade, in my opinion. I feel like both these guys are just very evenly matched. Umar Nurmagomedov, I feel like he has all the tools to negate everything that Merab does. Merab is just he's strong. He has a lot of energy. He's gonna push that pace, but I feel like Umar has the skills to negate all that. I feel like he's just going to be too good in there. I feel like he might make this look like a master class. I think he gets this one done. I don't see him getting the finish, although Mirab does tend to get hit early on and he comes back, does his grappling, does all that stuff, and he somehow wins the fight. I don't think he's going to be able to do that against Umar. I think he's going to get hit early on, but I don't think he's ever going to be able to overcome those hits. I think this is not he's not fighting Cejudo. He's not fighting Peter Yan. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting a Nurmagomedov, man. This is father's plan. And Umar's gonna get it done, man. He's gonna win the chip, and we're gonna celebrate. That's it.
Yeah, man. In this matchup, we got Marab with what seems like unlimited cardio. On the other hand, we got Umar, what seems like unlimited technical skills. He's very good on the feet. He's very good on the ground. He's very good in the clinch. Marab, he's not very good at anything, but he's a goer. He's just gonna keep going and going and going. He's gonna try to get those judo trips. He's gonna try to get that body lock. He'll shoot a single. He'll shoot a double. He'll shoot a variety of takedowns. Even if he doesn't get it, he's gonna keep shooting. Even if he can't take you down, he'll just keep you against the fence. He doesn't have a problem with just keeping you against the fence for all 5 rounds and getting a win like that. He has no problem with it whatsoever. That being said, I don't think none of that is gonna work on Umar Nurmagomedov, man. He's from the pure bloodline, man. There's no way a pure bloodline Nurmagomedov, part of the Abdul Manapovich camp, is going to get dominated by a grappler. I don't see that happening. Will Marab get some takedowns? Sure. Will he maybe get a submission attempt? Sure. But is he going to get a submission? I doubt it. Is he going to be able to hold him down for a round? I doubt it. Is he going to be able to hold him up against the fence for the whole round? I doubt it. And all that being said, Umar's shown that he's able to strike with the likes of Corey Sandhagen. Marab is getting rocked by everybody he fights. I'm going to have to go Umar, and I think he's going to knock him out, man. He's going to hit him with that snappy front kick to the face, stun him, catch him with a hook,
A
and
little
put him out
question mark
cold.
kick.
Put him out
Nice.
cold.
That's gonna be nice.
On to the main event of the evening. We have Islam Makhachev, pound for pound #1, taking on the Armenian prince himself, Arman Tsarukyan. 5'7" for a lightweight is crazy, but Arman is built like LeBron James. What do you got? Who you got in this matchup?
Now, if Islam don't win, I would quit this channel. I'm joking. All jokes aside, man. Islam is 33 years old. You know, he's getting up there in age, lightweight champion. With the win in this one, fourth straight consecutive title defense, fifth straight title fight. He could be the lightweight GOAT. He could move on to have the craziest career of all time. This is a big fight in his career. Like Arman Tsarukyan is that dude. Their first matchup, they matched up pretty well. Arman was going at it. I'm sure Islam wasn't expecting it. He didn't know who he was. Took a last minute fight. Talking about Arman here. And they matched up well, but Islam was just a little bit better everywhere. He was a little bit better in the grappling, a little bit better in the clinch, a little bit better in the wrestling.
You said it right
Yep.
there.
He had a better gas tank.
Islam just a little better than him at everything.
Exactly. And we saw with Dustin, he's better. He's better on the feet, and it's unanimously better on the feet. So it's like everything that Arman does, Islam just does it better. The only thing that Arman has going for him is his insane pace. Dude just does not quit. You know what I'm saying? He almost died in that guillotine by Charles Oliveira, and he stuck it through. He held his breath for God knows how long. He does train in the Olympic Center in Russia, which is up in the mountains. You know what I'm saying? He's getting his
Charles
life.
was sticking his tongue out like I got this sub in the bag.
You know what I'm saying? That was very impressive. So Arman is he got that dog in him for sure, but at the same time, man, and that if you watch that third round of their first fight, dude just gets tired, man. He has those fast twitch muscles. He's big, but for 5'7", he's too big. You know what I'm saying? If he was a little bit slimmer, that would definitely help his chances. But I just think Islam's going to be too much for him, man. Third, fourth, fifth round, I think Arman is just not going to have that tank, especially if they wrestle early on. And you know Arman is trying to wrestle, trying to take down Islam, trying to get that mental edge. But it's just not going to work, man. Islam is just Russian John Jones, man. That's what we call him out here. Russian
Straight
John
up.
Jones. Everything you do, he's going to do better than you, and he's going to beat you at it, and that's it. So, inshallah, and still, let's get it.
Yeah, man, I have a hard time seeing how Islam is gonna lose this fight. And I'm gonna give you my reasonings. Arman Tsarukyan in the build-up, all his main things that he's clinging to, his main rays of hope, is that he's saying Islam Makhachev in his last fight against Dustin Poirier, he looked horrible. But the wide consensus by the majority of the fans is Islam, one of his best performances was against Dustin Poirier. He looked phenomenal against Dustin Poirier. Yeah, he wasn't able to take him down at will, but he was boxing with DP, man. That's very impressive. And Arman Tsarukyan keeps bringing that up. Oh, he had a bad fight against DP, but he looked great against DP. Another thing Arman Tsarukyan's bringing up. Oh, Islam Makhachev, he's a good fighter, but he has no cardio. The only person we've seen gas out of the two fighters is Arman. And we've seen it from Arman
Straight up.
gassing out multiple times. He gassed out against Gamrot. He gassed out against Islam in the third round. He gassed out against my boy Joel Alvarez. He gassed out against Joel Alvarez in the first like round, but he gassed out because he kept elbowing the guy. He beat him up bad, but like he was breathing heavy after the fight when they were announcing him in the winner. Arman Tsarukyan is the only one that has cardio issues out of the two, and Arman Tsarukyan is being critical of his last performances, saying that his skills aren't rising like my skills. That's one of his main things, is that I'm getting much better technically than Islam is. But Islam is almost like a completely different fighter at this stage in his career. Arman Tsarukyan has always looked like the same fighter. Has he gotten more polished? Sure. But he's always looked like the same fighter in the UFC lightweight division. Islam Makhachev is going to make it look easy. He cannot strike with Islam, man. He couldn't strike with Gamrot. There's no way he's going to be able to strike with Makhachev. The more I think about it, Makhachev's going to beat this boy down and he'll get a late stoppage. Round 4, round 5, TKO.
Straight up, Islam said it himself, man. That first fight, he didn't know who he was. Islam was just hyped to fight in St. Petersburg, Russia, and he was like, whatever, it don't matter, bring him on. They fought, they had a good fight, but by the end of the second round, by the third round, he figured him out. He figured him out, figured out the sauce, out grappled him, out wrestled him in that third round. He got it, bro. Islam is just that dude. It's unfortunate. Arman is just a super, super talented young MFer, bro. He just, anything he's good at, he does. He talks about how he's competed in hockey, he did skiing for his school and all that stuff. Yeah, he's a super talented kid. But he hasn't been doing this as long as Islam. Islam has been bred to do this his whole life. He's taekwondo since he was a kid. He all he knows is martial arts, man. You really gonna think that Arman's gonna come out there after he's been flirting with Nina drama this whole time, after he's just been, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he just has that hunger that Islam does. Islam is just motivated. He don't care about money. He's just there for legacy. And that's all that matters to these guys, man. They come from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like they from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like in their on their side of the world, they come from the hood. They come from nothing. They come from poverty. And this is all they do, man. And especially when you have the greatest coach of all time, basically nurturing you, basically creating you and giving you all your skills, teaching you everything. I just don't see any way that Islam loses this fight. Although Arman is very strong, I do think he has a strength advantage over a lot of fighters that he fights. But I just think Islam is just way more technical, way more skilled. So Islam TKO submission, whatever he wants, whatever he wants.
Yes, sir. We are in agreement. And with that being said, that is Full Guard MMA, and we out of here.
Peace.